Hi, I'm Governor Jerry Brown.
Can a politician with strong religious belief support assisted dying laws? Jerry Brown, California's governor and one-time Jesuit seminarian, has. In October 2015, Governor Brown signed off on a new law for 40 million Californians after days spent questioning his moral position. And he added a handwritten note. I have considered the theological and religious perspectives that any deliberate shortening of one's life is sinful. In the end, I was left to reflect on what I would want in the face of my own death. I do not know what I would do if I were dying in prolonged and excruciating pain. I am certain, however, that it would be a comfort to be able to consider the options afforded by this bill, and I wouldn't deny that right to others. The story of a young Californian woman was decisive in Jerry Brown's decision.
So after getting married is when I first started experiencing the headaches, and they were quite severe. And I didn't understand them because I had never had anything like that before in my life. Right when I was diagnosed, my husband and I were actively trying for a family, which is heartbreaking for us both.
At the age of 29, Brittany Maynard was diagnosed with an aggressive form of brain cancer. She was told she had likely 6 months to live.
The thoughts that go through your mind when you find out you have so little time is everything that you need to say to everyone that you love.
Brittany Maynard knew what the cancer would do to her in the months she had left to live, and she wanted to have the choice to end her suffering. She and her family moved from California to Oregon to use laws which have operated there since 1997. Her case met Oregon's stringent laws, designed for the terminally ill with a prognosis of 6 months. And she was eventually prescribed life-ending medication, which she could take if and when she wanted.
I don't wake up every day and look at it. It's in a safe spot, and I know that it's there when I need it. I plan to be surrounded by my immediate family, which is my husband and my mother and my stepfather and my best friend, who's also a physician, and probably not much more people. And I will die upstairs in my bedroom that I share with my husband, with my mother and my husband by my side, and pass peacefully with some music that I like in the background.
Between suffering or being allowed to decide when enough is enough, it just, to me, makes provides a lot of relief and comfort that, okay, that option is there if and when we decide, or she decides that it's time.
I can't even tell you the amount of relief that it provides me to know that I don't have to die the way that it's been described to me that my brain tumor would take me on its own.
Millions around the world watched Brittany Maynard's campaign for a death with dignity law in California. As the cancer progressed, she issued more updates on YouTube.
Most recently, my most terrifying set of seizures was about a week or so ago. I had 2 in a day, which is unusual. And I remember looking at my husband's face at one point and thinking, I know this is my husband, but I can't say his name. And ended up going to the hospital for that one.
Brittany Maynard died in Oregon in November 2014.
Good afternoon. I'm Deborah Ziegler. I'm Brittany's mama.
It was left to her mother to continue the campaign in her name.
My daughter was visibly relieved when she qualified for the medication. When she had the medication, she took great comfort in the assurance that she was the sole decision maker about how much pain she was going to endure. Her beautiful face softened. There was a peacefulness in her gaze. Please help me carry out my daughter's legacy. Please help me assure that other terminally ill patients don't face what we had to face.
A year after Brittany's death, California's Senate voted 23-14 for an assisted dying law similar to Oregon's, which would let doctors prescribe life-ending drugs to people with a terminal illness. Governor Jerry Brown faced the decision whether to sign or to veto the legislation. Over 12 days, Jerry Brown took advice from doctors, a Catholic bishop, and advocates for the disabled, as well as retired South African Archbishop Desmond Tutu, before signing the bill into law.
I am so grateful that we could live those moments free of terror, free from that terror that was reaching out for us every minute of every day until we knew this was going to be as she planned. And the night that we sat eating banana pancakes and looking out the window and the rain driving against the pane, she reached for my hand and she said, "Mama, given the hand of life that we were dealt, this is as good as it gets, Mama." And it was. Thank you very much.